I am Susan Devitt, and this is a public service announcement to everyone everywhere regarding the detrimental effects of princess culture. The textual evidence that I have to support my claim is the groundbreaking, earth-shattering book by Peggy Orenstein titled Cinderella, Ain't My Daughter. Now I know what you're all wondering. How can something as innocent or even as pure as princesses truly have effects that are that detrimental to our society? Well, I could have an entire other PSA just dedicated to some of the horrifying and disturbing concepts presented in princess stories such as Sleeping Beauty and the whole consent aspects of that. In this PSA, I'm just going to be focusing on the effects of princess culture in our society and the effects of trying to eradicate that concept from our society in its entirety. Now, Peggy Orenstein presents a very interesting and new perspective to why princess culture is so prevalent within our society. And she suggests that perhaps princess culture is a method of socialization for young girls enforced by their parents, meaning that some parents would paint their child's room pink or would buy their daughters princess outfits for Halloween or get them princess dolls for Christmas because they see other parents doing that, and that they don't want their child to appear antisocial, so they enforce these concepts onto their children, which the concept in and of itself is entirely problematic because it teaches their children to give in to peer pressure, to like what your peers like, to be interested in what your peers are interested in, and to accept the societal norms that your peers partake in. Now, Peggy Orenstein does also introduce the concept that not only are parents allowed to, but it is practically their moral obligation to mold their own child's interests and values and morals. Meaning, don't let corporations manipulate your child into liking princess dolls through television ads. Don't let your child's friends manipulate their interests so that your child appears cool or fun. Don't let society and media in general mold your child's interests outside of home. You should be doing that yourself. Meaning, teach them to like what they want to like because they like it, not to like what other people like because other people like it. Many parents take this concept of individuality to another extreme where, in an attempt to defy social norms, they basically teach their kids to hate the color pink, to hate princesses, so that their child seems to be unique or to have a sense of individuality. That problem in itself is also problematic because you're not shaping your child's interests. You're teaching them that femininity or anything considered traditionally feminine is problematic or is something that needs to be eradicated from our society. And there's nothing inherently inferior about the color pink or about princesses. That's not the purpose of this public service announcement, and it is not the purpose of Peggy Orenstein's book, Cinderella, Ain't My Daughter. The purpose of trying to eradicate this toxicity from our culture is because nothing's wrong with femininity, but there is something wrong with how femininity is presented in our society. And that's the purpose of this PSA. That's the purpose of the book Cinderella, Ain't My Daughter by Peggy Orenstein. Hopefully through this PSA you've learned hopefully through this public service announcement you've learned to allow your children to be interested in what they want to be interested in, and to not force the media to mold your child's interests, not to allow their peers to mold your child's interests, to allow your child to mold their own interests through contributions you've made in your home. Now, hopefully, through this PSA, through the book that I just discussed, you will make a change in your own home, and you will make a change in society. So make a change in your home, and you'll make a change in your society. I'm CC Javed, and this is my public service announcement.